guys, it's Ashley and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new. So, in honor of Valentine's Day, I decided to do the Bookish Love Book Tag. This has been around on BookTube for like years. Like literally, I've been meaning to do this for like the past 3 years, and I just haven't done the video, but I finally decided to actually do it this year and actually post it this year. So I'm super excited. And I just think it's a cute book tag. You know, you're just talking about love, talking about your OTPs and, you know, fun stuff like that. I do have a little twist to mine though. So I have an answer for each that's book related, and then I thought I would bring in like other media like movies and TV. Also, I think actually they're mostly TV, but I thought I would bring in some like stuff from that too, just because, you know, not all of my OTPs are in books. So I figured I'd mention all of them that I could think of. So let's go ahead and get started with these questions. All right, so number one is 3 book boyfriends or slash girlfriends. And for one, I have Edward Cullen from Twilight. Now, I was obsessed with Twilight as a kid, and as a kid, I mean a 19-year-old in college. But I was so obsessed with the Twilight series. I absolutely love this book. It is my favorite book in the entire world, and I love Edward Cullen. He is amazing. Now, granted, I got older, and some of the things I'm like, that's a little creepy. It really is. But I feel like if you like know it from Edward's point of view, it's so much better. I wish Midnight Sun was able to get finished, because literally Twilight from his point of view is so much better than from Bella's point of view. But just saying, Edward Cullen, he's number one. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Drew Nichols from The Wedding Date. I just finished this book and he's kind of adorable. I mean, he kind of is that like pretty boy, I was, you know, kind of popular kind of guy, but he's also super sweet, and his love interest is a short black girl. So there you go. I don't know. I think he's kind of cute. There we go. And then number 3, I'm kind of on the fence with this one, but I like this one, but I don't like this one. I don't know. I was kind of having a hard time picking a third one. So I'm going to go with Oliver Queen from Arrow, and this is just my Green Arrow comic. But I love Oliver Queen. I love Stephen Amell, who plays him on Arrow, so I'm going to go with that. Oh, I could have gone with Loki. Okay, number 4 is Loki. We're going to go with Loki. All right, cool. Okay, so number 2 is your 3 OTPs, so your 1 true pairing. And I have 4 that I'm going to talk about. The first one is going to be Will and Tessa from The Infernal Devices. I love Will and Tessa. I really do. Will Herondale, he's amazing. I could have put him on my 3 book boyfriends also, but I love him. I love The Infernal Devices, so they are one of my OTPs. My second OTP, if you guys didn't already know this, and if you couldn't have guessed, is going to be Olicity from Arrow. Again, this is just my Green Arrow comic, but Stephen Amell and Emily Bett, I think they're adorable. I love Olicity, Felicity, and Oliver. I like, as soon as I started watching the show, I was team Olicity all the way. So they're probably number 1 for my OTPs, like absolutely number 1. My next one is going to be a recent one, and that is going to be Reylo from the Star Wars universe. So Kylo Ren and Rey. So I didn't have this like in The Force Awakens, like I didn't quite have this OTP in my head, but then watching The Last Jedi, I think a lot of people started pairing them together, just because I think from The Force Awakens you couldn't tell if they were brother and sister or not, and then in The Last Jedi, I'm pretty sure they're not. We're still on the fence about that one. I still don't exactly know, but I'm going to go ahead and pair them together because I think they belong together, and I think that Rey's going to make Kylo go to, the light, go to the Force and be good. And yeah, no? Am I the only one? I feel like I'm not the only one. Okay. And then I'm going to go with one more, and that's going to be Peyton and Lucas from One Tree Hill. You guys know One Tree Hill is my absolute favorite show, and I was always team Peyton and Lucas. I don't like Brooke. But we're just going to move on. Okay, so number 3 is your favorite first kiss. And for that, I'm going to go with Alexa and Drew from The Wedding Date. You guys, the sexual tension between these two, oh my goodness. But their first kiss was super cute because it was like they both wanted to do it, but then they were both a little hesitant. I'm pretty sure it happens in the elevator. I think that's what I remember, but I don't know. It was super cute. Okay, number 4 is what couple has the greatest sexual attention, and like I just mentioned, I'm gonna go with Alexa and Drew from The Wedding Date. The sexual tension was ridiculous between these two. I mean, he picks her up and takes her to this wedding after just meeting her the day before, and it's like their attraction to each other is so intense in the beginning. It's like you guys just met, like, oh my goodness. And it was like they couldn't wait to put their hands on each other, like, for real though. My second one for greatest sexual attention is going to be hashtag Olicity, Oliver and Felicity. Oh my goodness, it took them forever to get together, and just like you just knew they wanted each other, but because of the lifestyle that Oliver lives, he just didn't want to do it. But you know, now they're married, so I guess it worked out for them. Okay, so for the next couple of questions, this is going to be on Valentine's Day, which couple would do what? So for number 5 would be who would go to a fancy restaurant. And for that, I chose Edward and Bella from Twilight. As much as Bella would fight Edward on this, he would make her go to a fancy restaurant on Valentine's Day because he's just a hopeless romantic, and he's old school and traditional because, you know, of the time that he actually grew up in. So they would definitely be going to a fancy restaurant. I also picked Olicity to be going to a fancy restaurant because I feel like, you know, Oliver grew up well off, and so he just wants to show off what he's got and show off his girl. So they would go to a fancy restaurant. Okay, number 6 would be who would have a quiet picnic or a walk on the beach. And for that, I'm going to go with Magnus and Alec from the Mortal Instruments. I can't remember exactly which book their love starts, but I just picked this one up. It was the first one I saw. So I'm going to go with them because, again, I think that Magnus is a little hopeless romantic, and I think Alec is a little smitten with him. And so I think they would just have a nice, cute little day out on the beach. And then I'm sure Magnus would do some kind of magic thing going on. I don't know. Also for this question, I picked Haley and Nathan from One Tree Hill just because I feel like Haley's the hopeless romantic in this one. I mean, they got married on a beach, so why wouldn't they have a Valentine's Day on the beach? I mean, it just sounds like right up their alley. And by Nathan and Haley, I mean high school Nathan and Haley, not when they got older, but yeah. Okay, number 7 would be who would stay at home and watch Netflix. And for that, I chose Heather and Cooper from the Heather Wells series. This is kind of spoiler, sorry, I probably should have said that before I said their names, but Heather and Cooper do end up together, and they're just kind of a chill couple, and I feel like they already just sit at home and watch TV, so they would definitely be the two to just sit at home and watch Netflix on Valentine's Day. Okay, and for number 4, it is go dancing. So which couple would go dancing on Valentine's Day? And for that, I chose Poppy and Sam from I've Got Your Number by Sophie Kinsella. I don't have the physical book, but they are the two that I would choose. I just think Poppy's kind of like whimsical and perky, and I don't know. I just feel like she would be the fun one that would be like, yo, let's go out and party. So I just love Poppy. I think she's adorable, but I definitely think that they would go out dancing. Sam would probably object to it because he's all businessman, but he would do it for Poppy. Okay, so for number 9, the question is, what couple do you want to be together? Now, I have chosen some because I haven't finished either the series, or I haven't finished the book, or, you know, all of the above. So the few that I chose is going to be Adrian and Nova from The Renegades. I guess this is the Renegades duology series. I don't know, but Arch Enemies is out. I chose them. I think this might be like an enemies to love kind of thing. Again, I know the second book is already out. I know people have already read it. I don't know what happens yet. I have not finished Renegades, so I'm just gonna put them together and hopefully they get together. I honestly don't know. Another one that I chose is going to be Andy and Dex from Zenith, or the Androma Saga. Right? Androma Saga, yes. So theirs was kind of that love to hate to love, I'm hoping is going to happen. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. It seems a little predictable, but I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some, you know, trials along the way to that love again, but we'll see. Okay, and for number 10, the question is, what couple do you hate that everyone else loves? And for that, I chose Jim and Tessa from the Infernal Devices. I know that Jim and Tessa are together first, and I know Jim is sick, and Will and Jim just have that bond, and so he lets Jim have her. And have her is bad wording, but you know what I mean. I just am not the biggest fan of Jim. Don't hate me out there, guys, but I really just was not a big fan of him. And I haven't started the Dark Artifices series, and I'm pretty sure that they are in that trilogy, but I don't know, and I just don't like Jim. I'm sorry. I was not happy, and I just wanted her to be with Will, which eventually she does end up with Will, but then if you guys have read it, you know that, you know, she lives and Jim lives and Will doesn't, kind of thing. So, yeah. Okay, guys, so that is the Bookish Love Book Tag. I really enjoyed this. It took me a while to come up with my answers. I didn't know who I wanted to choose. There's so many options for everything. I honestly could have given like 5 more answers for each question, but that would have been a super long video, and we're just not going to do that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoy your Valentine's Day. I hope you get lots of candy and treats, and I don't know, have a special happy Valentine's Day. I'm just going to say that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.